Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We're once again live in the studios of Radio Apni Awaz and live on our, we will be in the future, in our podcast with AJ and Amr. And today, our topics are quite interesting and quite winning as well. So I think we're going to start off with the Pakistan and Azad Kashmir issue and what's happening there. Obviously, we've got our expert co-presenter, shall we say, Abdul Jabbar. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah. So once we've discussed that in some detail, we will be going on to talk about the aftermath of Henry Novak's murder. So this was a troubling incident, and obviously, as you've seen, there's been riots up and down the country. Basically what we're going to talk about, our specialist topic is going to be on riots and protests around the world kind of thing. So I think first it's best to talk about what's happening in Azad Kashmir. And there's some, I think in 2025 there was people killed and there were individuals who came up on top when in negotiations. So I think 10 odd people were killed last time. I think one person has been killed recently. So Ajay, what is this on about this time? So last time there was some kind of resolution. What's happening now?
In 2025 there was an agreement that was reached between the Awami Action Committee and the government of Pakistan and Azad Kashmir as well, the government there. They had some agreement that would basically bring the electricity prices to 3 rupees and unit, 3 rupees per unit. But the other the agreement, there was an agreement on that these seats in the Azad Jammu Kashmir Assembly, that they are given to 12 Mahajir, meaning they are immigrants from occupied Kashmir. There would be 12. The removal of these 12 seats was agreed as well in 2025, and now that has not been implemented. It means that on this there's been a call from the Joint Action Committee to do a protest and a shutterdown strike in the whole of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. So while this is happening, there is internet. Internet is down. The situation is that there's a lockdown. There's a few videos that have come, obviously.
So has the lockdown actually begun?
Yes.
So when did it begin? Was it yesterday?
Since 3-4 days, I think it's about a week. They've been organizing.
There was an individual who was killed. When was that? A couple of days ago?
Yeah, a couple of days ago. 3-4 days ago. That was what is led to a lot of people becoming angry. And but the thing is that the police, local police and outside police, have been called to try to stop these protests taking place. Peaceful protests mostly have been taking place, and the police are being used to stop these protesters. But obviously the protesters and the police that's been called in, they have been fighting amongst themselves as well to say, look, we can't use violence against the protesters. As you mentioned, there has been one fatality. One of the young men has been shot dead, and that's basically led to a lot of anger in Azad Kashmir by the Azad Kashmir, the Joint Action Committee. So the tensions need to be, the agreement needs to be okay, let's sit down and try to implement that agreement. But these 12 seats, you see, they have the they are demanding that they get removed from the Azad Jammu and Kashmir Assembly or Parliament, you can say. But the Azad Jammu and Kashmir Parliament in Azad Kashmir is that these 12 people, why should they be able to make laws or give legislation when they haven't been elected by the people of Azad Kashmir? So this is one of the sticking points, and this is what was agreed in 2025. Ahmed Mirza mentioning it on his program with those people that agreed to it, that why are you not sticking to that agreement? Now, there's been calls which is to remove the army from Azad Kashmir, but if the Pakistan army was to be removed, the demand is to free Kashmir or become independent. This is basically going to lead India to they might just move in as soon as the Pakistan army moves out of Azad Jammu and Azad Kashmir. What you will have is the same atrocities are being committed by the Indian forces in occupied Kashmir on the other side, which is obviously we've seen over the years, we've seen a lot of oppression taking place in the occupied Kashmir by Indian forces. Now, if for the last 20 years there's been a watering down of the Kashmir issue, government after government, Pakistan government, and that includes the military leadership and the civilian leadership, they have not they had plenty of opportunity to try to take over and free and liberate occupied Kashmir, but they have not. Last year, during the war with India, they could have liberated the occupied Kashmir. But today's topic is, why are protest leaders demanding that the Pakistan army be removed? They are the ones generally they are protecting the Muslim sisters, brothers, families in Azad Jammu, Azad Kashmir. So this is, I think, a real. It will lead to a real disaster if that happens.
Yeah, I think obviously you mentioned the Indian occupied Kashmir. I think I've seen some videos from the Indian occupied Kashmir who are saying that we're talking about the Muslims in the Indian occupied Kashmir who are saying that this is wrong, what's happening in the Pakistan Kashmir. And I think you mentioned the army as some kind of a force that is higher up and which is really good. But obviously there's laws and that the army should follow as well. So I think in context, if you look at Bangladesh, what happened there with the army, we don't want that to happen in Kashmir, or else Kashmir will become stripped away from Pakistan, which we don't want. We want there to be peace. We want there to be some kind of negotiations in place. Yeah, am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, I mean, this is
because what's happened is I'm just reading up here. Yeah. So Pakistan has proscribed the Jammu Kashmir Joint Army Action Committee on Friday. So by prescribing, basically, it's equivalent to a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
So is that correct?
Yeah, they've been officially, like the government has decided to prescribe them and label them as a terrorist group. From my understanding, they're not a terrorist organization. They had demands, and they should be peacefully be asking for their demands.
Yeah. I think the historic, obviously we've got Mangala Dam there, which was, by the way, from donations from all around the world, Mangala Dam was built. And we've got this dam, and they promised free electricity at the time, right? But now it's probably the most expensive electricity. So that's why I think so they've got some legitimate demands. But I think our message to the Joint Action Awami Committee is that, to try to negotiate, but Pakistan needs to negotiate as well, because we can't have this where Pakistan is weakened, because Pakistan is weakened from Balochistan, Sindh, even from the northern areas, and there have been, people have written many things that Pakistan will eventually, kind of split. But I think, we definitely do not want that. So we need to safeguard that. And obviously Pakistan Army or the Pakistani elected officials, whether that's Shahbaz Sharif or Nawaz Sharif or whomever, they need to get together and speak. Obviously we've got Zardari as well as the president. They need to come and speak, and if these people have issues, try to resolve those issues as best. But this protest, 10 odd people getting killed again, is not going to be helpful. It's going to cause more chaos. And, obviously, compared to the Indian occupied Kashmir, Pakistan occupied Kashmir has had it better. It hasn't been excellent, but they've had it better. Over there, they've been killed, they've been shot in the eyes, the women have been raped, all sorts of things are happening in Indian occupied Kashmir. But in Pakistan occupied Kashmir, or Pakistan or Kashmir, who are administrating the area, they need to try to negotiate as quick as possible, so they're actually not fighting, not rioting, and you can have some kind of peace treaty, and it needs to be respected. Obviously we've seen with Gilgit Baltistan and Azad Kashmir and other places, they've kind of split them apart recently, this stuff. Yeah. So, the only thing is, they need to sit down and talk. Anything else, Azad?
Yeah, we're going to continue this maybe after the break. We continue this one. We will talk about the other topics as well, but I think this one we need to have another maybe after the break we can continue.
If anybody does want to ring in, please do ring on our studio number, or 1274271786 or 787, and if we've got WhatsApp details, just search Google searches and you'll find us, and we'll be back after the break.